Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining in, and congratulations for making a decision to be on this session. And I can assure you that you're going to be able to learn a lot tonight. And I hope that you are well ready in your mind to be able to receive what you're supposed to receive. So this session is actually meant for the new people that have just started the business. And my name's Veronica Gervaskundiam. I'm actually very, very blessed to be a founder and a head coach of the Unstoppable Global, which is a business community that you have just joined. And we are currently in about 14 countries, let me say, because we have increased to one more country. And I'm excited because we do have got people joining our community, business community, every single month. And right now, we have got almost 400 people joining our community every single month, guys, from around the world. And this is just exciting. And so just know that you have not joined, a small team. You have joined a massive team. And I do believe that we are one of the leading teams in Southern Africa, one of the leading teams in East Africa, which is Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda. We speak about Rwanda, we speak about Burundi, Zambia. We are the leading team in Africa. And I will tell you one thing that I'm promising you the support for you to be able to build a business. I'm promising you trainings like this. And so probably this is your first session. But I know that we have a lot of sessions that you should be able to say, you know what, I'm going to learn my business. So as a new forever business owner, I hope at this particular time you are excited, okay? And you are a bit worried, a bit nervous about your business and how it's going to go. But let me tell you, all that you're feeling right now, we have also felt the same. We have also felt the same. We feel like, how am I going to sell? Maybe you have not sold your product yet. How am I going to build the team? Maybe you have not started recruiting people in your business. It is always uncertain until you actually put in the work, until you learn, then put in the work, until you get the support probably, and then you can be able to start experiencing what you're actually experiencing. So what's important is you need to always understand what is it that matters to you most, because you paid money, or rather you gave money to Forever to buy products. So you gave money and then you got the products in exchange. Either you started as a preferred customer. If you did, then you need to make sure that you're becoming an assistant supervisor as soon as possible for you to be able to maximize on what Forever provides and offers. And if you started as an assistant supervisor, that means you probably started with a combo, or you chose the products and you went into the option of the 2cc. And all in all, you had a thought. Someone probably presented to you, or however that you got to information about Forever. You decided to say, you know what, let me start. Okay, let me start. And as much as the startup capital was low, whatever that is, trust me, it is very low comparing to how much capital you would have needed to start, another business that is not Forever Living, because Forever is not about what you put in as the money. Forever, what matters is the effort that you're going to put in. So all in all, guys, I know you started the business and there's a thought that crossed your mind or your heart and said, I think I need Forever Living. There has to be reasons. For me, I usually tell people it is not the how. The how is none of your business. That is why we have trainings like this. What matters is the why. What is that is driving you to say, you know what, I'm going to join Forever, and you join the business. So now it is very important that you sit down and get to ask yourself, what do you want Forever to do for you? But of course, with that, it will come, the question is, what are you going to do? Okay, as a new Forever business owner, because obviously whatever goal that you're going to set for yourself is not going to come on its own. You have to put in the work. That is why I say the startup capital is usually so very low. In fact, I'll tell you, it is so very low comparing to what you actually want Forever to do for you. Like when someone sits and then say, I want to buy a new car. I want to be able to take my kids to a better school. I want to be able to, have more time with my family. I want to be able to, retire well. I want to be able to provide for my parents. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to, achieve all these material things, or the money that your job has not been giving you, or your other business have not been giving you. That's why you decided to say, let me do Forever. For whatever reason, trust me, you will not be able to say those goals with another way of making money. That's why I usually tell people, success is about 200%, 100% of you. Who are you? How hardworking are you? Your attitude. Are you a learning person? Are you this person that, is ready to put in the work? Are you having non-negotiable like that? The you. And then another 100% is what and the vehicle that you're going to use. And I will tell you, Forever is truly the vehicle that you can be able to count on to take you to these goals. Now, you see, as I said, the startup capital that you have started is too small comparing to what you want Forever to do for you. And usually some people will quit very early. In fact, personally for me, I had goals. My goal was to just buy a car. I did set a goal for myself. But 2 weeks later, I wanted to quit because I was told, Vero, you need to invite people for a meeting. And I invited people and people did not show up. And for me, that one disappointment, people disappointed me. They did not show up for a meeting that I was inviting them. And I wanted to quit the business. Can you imagine? Like today, I can't imagine how my life would have turned out to be if I did not, or if I was not a Forever business owner. Guys, the money is insane. Okay, what you can be able to achieve. I'm looking at what we want to do this year and doing it cash with my family. It is insane. You understand? And so I will tell you, put these goals down. Choose to believe in Forever, because I'm giving you that assurance that Forever can deliver. You understand? But don't you ever choose to quit your business. I remember I'm being advised by one of the mentors. She asked me, what did you learn within these 2 weeks that makes you say you want to quit Forever? And then I came to realize I've actually not learned enough. And so I will tell you today, if there's one thing that you're going to do, as much as you're going to write these goals down, and I'm going to ask you to write these goals down, if you can be able to get the pictures of that private school that you want, if you can be able to get down, put down, have a picture of the car that you want. But now let's also think about the small goals. Okay, that you can be able to achieve between now and 12 months. If you can be able to do that, do that. You understand? But I will tell you, the one thing that you should be able to do as you're doing that is saying, I am going to stay in this business no matter what. I'm going to stay in this business no matter what. And good thing about this business is that you're going to have your own goals, but these goals are not going to just be for you. These goals are going to be your sponsor's goals. Sponsor is someone that has invited you or someone that you have registered yourself under. These goals are going to be your upline's goals. Upline is someone that is, your sponsor's upline, your sponsor's sponsor, anybody. I'm your upline. I'm your upline. And so I will tell you, your goals are our goals. We want to see you succeeding. And you see, that's the difference between Forever and many other opportunities for us to make money. When it comes to our jobs, you can be laid off anytime. Someone will be assigned to you to give you that assistance, but they will not give you much, because they know the more you grow in that industry or in the office, the more their jobs is actually, not very secure. They might lose their job because of you. But in Forever, we want people to make money, because the system itself wants to make sure that we are giving each other support. And so I'm encouraging you right away, go and start setting your goals. And I know this is probably this is actually mid of the year. And I will tell you, your goals are valid, and whatever goals, set your goals between now and end of the year. What do you want to achieve? How much money do you want to make? And it's not about the money. What will that money go do for you? Because it's not about the money in the bank account or how much you make, but it's about what that money can do. So go and set these goals. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the very first thing and the most important thing you can actually do for yourself. Now, you chose Forever Living. As I said, is 200%. 100% of yourself and the 100% from the vehicle that is going to take you to success. And as I said, Forever has already delivered for so many people. Probably it has already delivered for your sponsor. Maybe your sponsor has already been started the business for some time and they've already experienced what Forever can offer. You understand? Or maybe your sponsor is very new as you. It doesn't really matter, but there are already people that have already been able to see what Forever can actually do. So let's just unlock what Forever. I'm sure you have heard some of these details, but I'm going to add just a bit more. One is Forever has been in business for 47 years. This is why your goals are valid, because for the past 47 years, Forever has actually been delivering to people for the past 47 years. All right. And Forever started in 1978 by this amazing gentleman that unfortunately passed away. But his vision is ongoing. I mean, we see how thriving Forever is, even after his passing. And I will tell you, it's incredible what the management is actually doing right now. And to make that, they are actually getting it better. you know. And he said one thing that I remember when he was still there. There's this statement that we say, he said, and it really got me hooked. He said the one way of removing, or rather curing, the illness, okay, in the world is actually helping people increase the money in their pocket. I don't know, there's a certain way, like, but for you to be able to help people, you know, to let go of the illnesses, whatever like that illness is to actually help them put money in their pockets. And that's why Forever's chosen the distribution system that it has, because it is an opportunity for everybody to make money, an opportunity for everybody to make an impact in their lives and other people's lives. The headquarters are in Scottsdale, Arizona in the US, and Forever Living is the largest grower and manufacturer of aloe vera products in the world. And we have got the biggest aloe vera farms in the Dominican Republic and Texas. I've had an opportunity to go to the ones in Dominican Republic this year in February, and I can tell you it is magical. You know, it is magical. So Forever owns the biggest aloe vera plantations in the world, because of course we are the largest aloe vera growers and manufacturers of aloe vera products. And the company is in about 140 countries. Our team Unstoppable is in about 14 countries, and we keep on growing, and I know that we keep on growing with you. And one thing that is so important is that his farm is debt-free and family-owned. You know, so there's values that Forever operates in. And I will tell you, if there's one thing that Forever does, is caring for people. I mean, I've never done anything in my life, honestly. I mean, when I heard about Forever, I was still a student. And by the time I was getting done with my school, Forever was already paying me 7 times to 8 times of what I was supposed to be paid on my first job. And so I decided to do this business full time. But every single time, you know, there's an announcement. Let's say it's Forever getting it better. You know, like you're listening and you're like, oh my God. Like Forever is making things easier every single day. In fact, last month in May, Forever lowered the qualification to move up to your next level. Now you understand supervisor. Went to supervisor. You'll get to hear in the next few slides. It has actually lowered what you need to do. You know why? Because it is a family-owned business. It has no debt anywhere. It has no worries about the financial whatever. You understand? There's no way we'll come to say like, okay, the stakeholders say this and that. You know, like when a company is listed, the decision is not upon the owners. The decision is upon many people. But these are the people that are actually making the decision, and alongside people that are very, very with very high integrity. And ever since Forever started, Forever has been thriving into growing year after year. So Forever started in 1978 by Rex Mohan in the US. In 1981, Aloe Vera of America manufacturing facility was purchased. Now, Aloe Vera of America is a different entity to Forever Living Global Business. So Forever Living Global Business, that is more on the distribution. And then they created another entity, which is only making sure that the quality of the products is high. So this is only for manufacturing of the products. So here is where the products are actually manufactured and they're being distributed. And then in 1989, Forever opens in Europe. 1999, Forever decided to no longer be, you know, buying aloe vera from other people. It decided to purchase aloe vera plantation in Dominican Republic. And then, of course, they already had the Texas ones. And then 2008, Forever Direct opens. Forever Direct is a distribution entity now, okay? Forever Direct is the distribution entity which is overseeing the distribution of the products in Europe, in the Middle East, and in Africa, okay? 2011, Forever thought, you know what, people get to manage because we have got this marketing plan. People, you know, Forever thought people get to manage and then they get stuck because the next level after manager is actually senior manager. It means you need to become a manager and then create other managers. But then if you don't have people that are on the way to becoming a manager, people get stuck as into what should I do next? In 2011, Forever thought, you know what, can we just make sure we have got something in between that is easier to achieve? And in 2011, they inverted, or rather they brought an incentive called Ego Manager. Ego Manager is a sweet incentive where you're making money as a manager, but when you're an Ego Manager, you're almost doubling your monthly income. You understand? And Ego Manager is something that you might want to have a look even now as an assistant supervisor, because you can be new in the business and you can still become an Ego Manager right after. In 2011, they added more aloe vera fields in Texas. In 2013, they started what we call global rally. Before 2013, there were rallies in different countries. So like, let's say in Africa, we'll have our own rally. In Europe, they'll have their own rally. You know, in North America, they'll have their own rally. Then Forever decided to say, you know what, we want Forever to be better. Every time they want things to be better, we want to be better. Then they created a global rally where everyone around the world, they actually get to meet. So like this year, we were in Paris. The other year, we were in India. The other year, we were in Bali. You understand? Everyone around the world, we get to meet each other. And ladies and gentlemen, you want to build your business to get to these levels where you can actually be traveling. In 2017, 2018, Forever, I think the Forever Foundation started, but in 20, I remember I was one of the people that actually packed these meals, you know, and so Forever does a lot when it comes to giving out. So we have got Forever Foundation that is also looking at how can we be able to not just, you know, help people put money in the pockets, but actually help the less fortunate. So every time, we get to travel, we get to see these things, but there's a lot of updates also that Forever shows that Forever is actually doing all these things to make sure that they're helping the less fortunate. And how amazing to be in a company like that. And so I'm just solidifying to show you that Forever grows every year. Every time Forever thinks on how it can get better. And that becomes your responsibility as a Forever business owner to keep on growing. In 2018, we celebrated Forever 40th anniversary. I remember that was in South Fork in USA. I was part of those people that were lucky enough to be there. And guys, I've experienced so much with Forever, and I will tell you, I want you to really, really get solid in this business. As much as you're new, just get solid, okay? In 2019, Forever thought, you know what, we have got the aloe vera gel, but they're 1 liter bottle, 1,000 bottle. Then they said, you know, and maybe people want to just buy, I would start using the aloe vera gel, but maybe they don't want to commit into a whole bottle, because of course the price is different, but obviously someone wants to try. Then Forever launched the aloe vera mini bottles, which became one of the key selling products that we have. Like, it's so easy to sell these mini bottles. You can make money every single day. As I'm saying, you see how Forever is thinking, how Forever is actually helping, and making sure that things are going better, okay? In 2024, this is Dominican Republic aloe fields was certified organic. That was last year. When, as I said, I was there this year in February, I could actually see the goats, Forever is about aloe vera. But what another thing that Forever does is that it has to graze goats. And so what it does is that goats are the one that passes through the aloe vera fields, and then they weed, okay? They weed, like eat the grass that is amongst, in between the aloe vera. And then when they weed by eating, then when they poop, that is what they use that is what is being used for fertilizer. So they don't put any insecticide, any fertilizers, artificial, nothing. Like, all Forever does is making sure that the products are coming from the highest raw material, the highest quality raw material, and the most organic raw material. And so they have done a lot of research when it comes to aloe vera into making sure that we have got the best products, guys. And so if you are a Forever business owner, obviously, and you're a businesswoman or a businessman, and in business, you want to have a product that is actually high in demand. So the fact that Forever is into health and wellness, already that's a plus for you as a new business owner. And on top of that, you want a product that actually gives results. For 47 years, okay, Forever has been bettering itself year after year after all the details I've given you. You understand? Making sure that they have got a separate entity on distribution, they have got a separate entity on manufacturing, separate entity when it comes to marketing. Like, they are making sure that they're getting better every year, and the products are amazing. On top of that, you want to have a product that is actually trusted. And what is it that is being trusted when it comes to the health industry? As aloe vera. You go tell your people that I've got aloe vera products and I've got another product of another ingredient. Obviously, your people are going to buy the aloe vera products. And imagine, I'm just telling you right now, you have just joined the biggest aloe vera plantations. And the values, or actually Forever thrives on three pillars. The first pillar is community. And we know when it comes to success, you cannot succeed alone. And that's why when it comes to Forever, you have to join under someone. You're not joining under Forever. In fact, we say people don't join Forever, people join people. Maybe you're already presented by someone else about the business, but you joined under your sponsor. Why? Because maybe your sponsor has shown, or it's someone that you are close to, someone you've been following up, someone that has impressed you in a certain way, you understand? But Forever wants you to be part of a community, because there is where you're going to get the support that you actually need for your business. And you belong to Team Unstoppable. It is a global business community in about 14 countries. And we are helping each other, making sure that we are becoming the best version of ourselves. Okay, by training each other, encouraging each other, supporting each other, being innovative and then being able to, show up for our business. So Forever thrives on community. And I will tell you, you're not alone in this business. But as I said, Forever, we are into wellness, health and wellness. And that's another pillar that Forever thrive on, because as I said before, for you to be able to become a business owner and to be able to succeed, you want to have a product that is in high demand. And if there's one thing that we are actually doing is helping our communities, because people are sick. Personally, I've got about 6 women that were able to conceive after using our products. I can tell you, I don't even remember where that money went. I don't remember where that money, so obviously they bought, and I made profit, but I don't remember where that money went. But what I know is that those women that had kids after using our products, by me recommending to them, today, they are always grateful that I crossed their path. And so when you're going out and share these products, just know that you're not going to do it just because you want to make money. No, you're going to make an impact. Can I see the fires in there? Are you guys excited? Are you guys feeling me? Guys, can you feel the excitement in me and my voice? Can you feel the passion I have in this business? Guys, I've been in this business for way too long to know that what we are doing is so right. In fact, for me, I can tell you, Forever is God-given. It is God-sent. You cannot tell me otherwise. What I've been able to experience in this business, what I've been able to see, I've seen people in our very own community in Global Forever, in Team Unstoppable Global, people starting from zero. And today they're able to take their kids to the best school. Today they're able to, I've seen people, we have got leaders like Tank who has been able to conceive, through the products. Personally, myself, I was told, Vero, you're diabetic, your cholesterol is not okay, you need to lose weight. And I will tell you guys, I went on into using Forever products. Within 9 days, I used a clean, and within 9 days, I was able to lose 5.3 kilos. Within a month, I was able to lose 10 kilos. Within 3 months, I was able to lose 18 kilos. Guys, these products are incredible. And so Forever, one of the Forever pillars is helping people get healthier. And so one thing that you should do for yourself is not just sell. You need to use these products. And then on top of that, now you need to make sure that you are better in your finances, because that is one of the pillars that Forever, stands on, making sure that people are making better financial decisions. And one of the best financial decisions that you can do for you to achieve your goals is to make more money. Okay, so you make more money, but when you're making money, I'm going to ask you to always remember that, remember where you're coming from. Remember where you started, okay? And also, the more you're making money, you need to also thrive into gaining more financial literacy, so that you don't just make money and then you don't see where your money is going. You need to be able to know where your money is going. So that is where I'm saying you need to know what your goals are, because what Forever wants is for you to actually get better in your finances. Now, how can you maximize on Forever? One, let's understand the basics. So there's what we call case credits. So case credits is Forever money. So Forever is in over 140 countries, as I said. So South Africa are using South African rands, Zambia are using Zambian kwachas, and that we're using Tanzanian shillings, there's US dollars, pounds, and all these countries, there's Forever living. So when you buy a product in Forever doesn't say this person has bought aloe vera gel for a certain amount of money at a certain currency. No. When that order is getting in the system, you have paid that order in your country with your own currency. But when the order is sent into the Forever system, Forever says this person has bought aloe vera gel. The price of aloe vera gel in Forever Living is 0.102 case credits. So it doesn't matter how much you bought in your country. What matters is that it's aloe vera gel, and aloe vera gel has got these case credits. And so we are all equal in the whole world. Okay. So when you say someone needs, let's say 10 case credits to become a supervisor, it doesn't matter the currency. What matters is you've bought the products worth 10 case credits, or you have recruited people in your team that have bought products worth of 10 case credits. Okay, so how you're getting the case credits is by you buying your personal purchases, okay, your own orders in your own name, okay, when you buy your own orders for your own personal use or for selling, and then you're going to get the case credits by recruiting people in the business, and those people recruit other people. So everybody that joins your team, whether they join under you, they join under people under you, they join under their people, all those credits are counting accounting for everyone. So if there's a 10th person that has joined and joined with the 2cc, that 2cc is counted on the 9th person, on the 8th person, on the 7th person, until you. That's how you can be able to actually move up to other levels. So case credits. And then Forever says you need to do a minimum of 4 case credits. Okay, and 4 case credits is like a building block for your business. And 4 case credits is what is, we say, recommended. No one will chase you if you don't do your 4cc, just that you're not making money. So Forever says how we know the business, how we have structured this business for you to be able to maximize and at least give you what most people will want. Okay, so most people, until they join the business, they want an extra, $3,000. So, sorry, they want an extra 3,000 Zambian kwacha, 3,000 rands. Maybe they want an extra $500. Forever says for you to make that extra, at least on your first month, do your 4cc. Keep on doing it and then make it as a culture. Once you make it as a culture, that is how you can be able now to teach your team to also do 4cc. So the secret is to do your 4cc if you want to grow in this business, and then have people in your team understand how they can be able to do their own 4cc's, and then create a team of people that are actually doing 4cc. How to do 4cc? 1cc should always be under your name. Okay, because you need to do your own personal cc, because Forever says we want you to use the products. If you bought a combo, obviously you have to, or maybe your first stock, you have to use some of those products. And once you know the products are good, within a month, they'll be finished. You need to keep on doing or buying for your own purchases, for your own use, for you and your family. If you can use more than 1cc, better. But you can even start by doing your own 1cc, which you can split it, you and your customers. Okay, but in your name, you have to do 1cc. In South Africa and Namibia, for a new member who is an assistant supervisor, 1cc is about 3,700. Okay, 3,700 Namibian dollars, 3,700 rands. Okay. For Tanzania, it's about 590,000 Tanzanian shillings. Okay, so 1cc has to be under your name, and then these other 3cc's to get yourself to 4, they can come from your personal purchases. Again, let's say you're a super retailer or you're using products yourself. There are people that actually use even 4cc for them and their whole family. Okay, so that can actually be you. Or you can also be a super retailer, meaning someone that is also selling to other people. Or this cc can actually come from people that are joining your team. Now, sometimes you can have 2 people joining your business. So let's say you have gotten 2 people, one person has joined with a combo, the other person has joined with a combo, and then that's already 4cc, but it is still not complete. We don't say it is active, you're active yet, until you have done your own 1cc. That means that month you will be active by 5cc and not 4cc. You understand? And 4cc is very crucial, because one is you're losing money if you don't do it. Second is there are levels, like there are bonuses that you won't be getting if you're not doing 4cc, but levels from supervisor and above, if you don't do your 4cc, Forever doesn't pay your bonus, because Forever says if you're not doing your own very minimum, then why should we pay you from your team that are hustling, for their own business? You understand? Forever doesn't want people to just be sitting around and wait for other people to just, make money out of them. So Forever says everybody has to do their minimum, and because when you're doing your minimum, it means you're giving your team the energy that they actually need. Okay, so now you're probably an assistant supervisor. If you're not an assistant supervisor, I'll say get to assistant supervisor. And assistant supervisor, you need to do 2 case credits in 2 months if you have started as a preferred customer with minimum orders or a certain amount of money that is not a combo. Or you can choose to say, I'm just going to buy a combo. Maybe you're a preferred customer and then just choose to buy a combo, and that will get you to 2cc. Or maybe you did actually 2cc, that's why you started the business. Okay, so the next level is supervisor level. Supervisor, you need to have 10 case credits in 1 month. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, before we were becoming supervisors by doing 25 case credits. Last month, Forever said, no more 25. We want people to level up to supervisor, because the more you level up, the more the bonuses, the more the percentages, the more the discounts, the more the money. So forever said, we don't want to be staying, people to be staying here for some time and they're hustling to get to supervisor because of 25K credits in 2 months. No, we want people to become supervisors within 1 month. Just do your 10cc. How do you do your 10cc? You do your 2cc. Let's say you have started this month of June with your 2cc. It means you can become a supervisor by doing another 8. So you can recruit 2 more people. Already 2 people, that's already 2cc from one person, 2cc from another person, that's already 6, including yours. And then of the 2 people, 1 person decides to recruit 1 person, that's already 8. And then you have started at the beginning of the month, or even if it's the middle of the month, end of the month, you can say, I'm going to do my other 2cc. Okay, because I always recommend that you do your second order immediately, because your first order is not giving you much profit. You're going to talk about it. Okay, so I will say you can do the 4C, you can do the 10cc by recruiting 2 people, and one of those 2 people recruit 1 person, and you're already a supervisor, guys. And I will tell you, it is the easiest thing you can actually do. You don't even need skills to do that. Your sponsor can be able to speak to your people. But in our team, we also could have recorded a session, which is only 19 minutes for new people that wants to understand the business. It's a business presentation. All you need to do is to send those people that 19 minutes presentation. Tell them, you know what? I've started a business. Don't even tell them about forever. I have this energy in that training, guys, in that session. So you tell them, I've started a business I'm so very excited about, and I think, it will be good for you. I'm not sure, but why don't I send you a 19 minutes presentation for you to watch? It's only 19 minutes. You insist that. I'm telling you, have people watch the video. And once they do, they will tell you, know what, I think I'm interested. And then we help you close them. And you can become a supervisor. So can I get to see people that are saying, I'm going to become a supervisor by end of the month, guys? I know you can do it. Can I write supervisor if you're going to become a supervisor by end of the month? Then the next level is assistant manager. Assistant manager, before we needed to do 75 case credits. Right now, to become an assistant manager, you need only 60 case credits. Don't I see people that are becoming supervisors? Write supervisor in the chat. Let's see who is becoming supervisor by the end of the month. So next level is assistant manager, and then the next level that you're going to go to is manager. Now, manager, there's 2 options. It's an accumulation. All this is the accumulation of what you do and your whole team. So manager is where you are either doing 120 case credits in 2 months, together. Okay, so you can do 50, and the next month you do 70, this month you do 60, the next month you do 60, this month you do 30, the next month you do 90. It doesn't really matter, you understand? And then you can actually become a manager by doing 150 case credits in 4 months. And this is an average of 37.5 case credits. Okay, 37.5 case credits. So you can do 37.5, 37, but this is an average of you having at least 4 people that are doing 4cc every single month. And you're already a manager, guys. It took me 4 months to become a manager. It takes people 3 months. It takes other people 5. It takes other people a year. It takes 2 years. Honestly, it depends. And you need to become a manager, because here is where you're actually unlocking everything that Forever offers. Enjoy every other level here, because there's obviously money that you're going to be making, and there's always fulfillment when you're moving up. But as you're moving up, ladies and gentlemen, give yourself the minimum for you to get to manager. If you're talking about this business now and you've just started, I will tell you, give yourself up until end of the year for you to become a manager. Maximum. But if you can become a manager within 4 months of you starting the business, you can actually do. So if you want to become a manager, please go by the person that invited you in this business, your sponsor, and tell them, I want to become a manager. How can I become one? Now, after becoming a manager, you don't want to just rest, you want to be able to grow, okay? And this month, we have got a mission, or let me say a mission or a vision of having at least minimum of 100 supervisors. In fact, this is the lowest number. Because me personally, people that I'm their direct manager, and we have got a lot of managers in the team. Me personally, from people that I am their direct manager, I want to raise 10 supervisors. Now, already on my list, I've got about 20 people that I know they can become supervisors, okay? But I've said minimum of 10. So I know this number, we can reach it. And I've already seen here, we have got about 30 people that have said they want to become supervisors here. Okay, and so I will tell you, become one, because I will tell you it is worth it. Now, why this month is special is because next month the president of the company is coming. So if you're in South Africa, in Namibia, you are in Kenya, if you're in Kenya, you're in Uganda, Zambia, let's say the area of East Africa and Southern Africa, you will get to be pinned as a supervisor on a global stage, guys. In South Africa, will be 8 countries in front of 5,000 people. You'll be pinned by the president because you did your 1060 to become a supervisor. And I will tell you guys, you will blow up your business after that event. You will believe more, but your prospects will believe in you more. And so I will tell you, it is worth it to go for supervisor. Now, can I go back? Whoever did not write supervisor in that chart. In Tanzania, guys, you're in Tanzania, Zambia, Kenya, Uganda, Burundi, you are in Rwanda. I will tell you guys, become a supervisor, because you're gonna go on stage in one of the most beautiful venues in Africa, I'll say. So I will tell you, it is worth it. And so the goal is at least 100 supervisors this month of June, and I know we can do it. And so congratulations to everybody that is saying, I'm going to become a supervisor this month. Now, after becoming a manager, your goal is now to create as many supervisors, and then your goal is to create as many managers for you to be able to level up and for you to be able to keep on with maximizing on the case credits. Now, senior manager is when you have got between 2 direct people that have become managers under your leadership, between 2 to 4. Soaring managers between 5 to 8. Once they get to 9, between 9 and 16, you are a Sapphire manager. I'm currently a Sapphire manager with about 4 managers to go to become a Diamond Sapphire manager. And then there's Diamond Sapphire manager, and then there's Diamond manager. It goes up until now is Platinum Centurion Diamond. And there are people that are actually even above this level, guys. And that is to say, people are really serious. How you can maximize on forever is also by choosing to say, I'm not just going to become a supervisor. You become a supervisor, do your 10cc, and then have other people in your team. As you're becoming a supervisor, make sure that you have got at least 1 person or 2 people that are also becoming supervisors next month. And then go to assistant manager, and then go to manager. When you become a manager, start creating managers. How can you go to Forever to Drive? Forever to Drive is an incentive where Forever is paying you either $400 or $600 or $800 every single month for 36 months. But for the Forever to Drive to happen, you will need to have 2 people minimum to 3 people minimum in your leadership that they are also going to manage simultaneously. You understand? So 3 separate legs. So let's say you have got John that has joined under you. You have got Josika that has joined under you. And then you have got Veronica that has joined under you. These people have joined directly under you, all of them. Now, these people, they need to be going manager all together. You understand? And so when you start the business as you have, I will recommend that you recruit as many people as possible, because these other levels will always come only if you have got a lot of people that have joined your business. Not a lot, but you have got people that have got more than one. Because I know people that get in the business and then they recruit one person, then that person gets them to supervisor, get them to assistant manager, and unfortunately you won't be able to get to manager. You will actually be a recognized manager if you have got one leg going up with you. You understand? So it is important that you keep on recruiting people as you build your business. So the other incentive that you're gonna enjoy with Forever, these are the major incentives. One is Forever to Drive, guys, and I will tell you, we have got people in the team that became Forever to Drive within 1 year of building their business. So it's something that you can actually be able to achieve. There's Gem Bonus. Gem Bonus is after you become a Sapphire manager, guys. These are some crazy money. These are some crazy money, so the more you can be able to level up, the more you can be able to grow on your business, the more you'll be seeing the money you have never seen in your life. Guys, Forever is not just about selling aloe vera. So if you have obviously you have just started the business, but I'm showing you this for you to know that there's a lot more than just staying at supervisor. So don't just become a supervisor and then relax. If you're a supervisor already and maybe you're not a new person, level up to manager, guys. There's Forever to Drive, there's Gem Bonus. When you are a senior manager, don't rest. Soaring man, don't rest. Sapphire, don't rest. Get to Sapphire at least. Days where you're going to become a millionaire that we talk about. Eagle manager. You can be someone in the business. There's a lady called Tia in the business, for example. She started the business last year in end of March. And she became an Eagle manager within 11 months. And imagine 11 months of joining the business. And she even had 2 more months before the qualification ended. And she was really new, when the incentive started. So Eagle manager is something everybody in this meeting can actually be able to become. Forever Global Rallies, where Forever is paying for your tickets, for your accommodation, for your everything into a certain destination, called like this year, Forever took us to Paris. And always this incentive that you're going to qualify, like for example, the Ego Manager and Forever to Drive, sorry, for Ego Manager and Forever Global Rally, Forever pays for 2 people. In our team, Ego Manager, we have got 11 Ego Managers. That means we'll be flying 22 of us, everything fully paid because we are Ego Managers. So it is something that everybody can do. Level up is when you're doing at least 2,500 case credits a year. You understand? And then after that, for you to qualify again, you have to do next year, you have to level up again. Forever wants you to increase. So next year, you need to go to the next level, which is at least 3,500. After that, go to 5,000. So Forever wants you to increase every single year. And then there's what we call Chairman's Bonus. Chairman's Bonus is the 13th check. Okay, 13th check of Forever, where Forever pays you your monthly bonuses. Okay, and then end of the year, Forever says we have made a certain amount of money or a certain amount of profit. Sorry, a certain amount of profit, and we're gonna split this profit. And it's only about 3% of people get to qualify for Chairman's Bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this year I've done the numbers, and up until now, we have got about 10 people, 11 actually, myself being one of them, 11 people that are actually going for Chairman's Bonus. And I hope and pray that we all close Chairman's Bonus. Guys, do you know how big this is going to be? Like, do you know how much this is going to actually bless your business? When people know that you're in a team that I've got 11 Chairman's Bonus qualifiers. Guys, that's insane. And I just want you to put the popo in there, and let's thank God for the growth that we're actually experiencing right now. So guys, I will tell you, you are belonging in an amazing team. And we have had people in all these levels. I've personally been able to qualify for everything that I'm showing you here. And so I will tell you, Forever is real. Forever is real. You know, it is definitely real as it can get. Now, 4CC, let's go back. You see all this that I've just shown you? It can actually be achieved by starting with your 4CC and making it as a culture. So I know this can look like, it's far-fetched, but it is not. It is not. You have just started the business. But I will tell you, the one that you need to look at, how can I close my 4CC this month? And how can I not just close my 4CC? If I'm going to recruit someone, how can I have at least one person in my team that closes 4CC? And then how can I become a supervisor by end of this month? That's the very first thing. Your first month target is 4CC and supervisor. Only 10CC. That's your first target. And from there now, you will have people grow in your business. And that is how you can be able to go to all these other levels. And so I will tell you, gradually, you will get there. But one thing that you should know is 4CC is very important. It's a building block for your business. It is your first important goal in your business. So you don't just become a 4CC, you also teach your team to become 4CC qualifiers. It gives you an immediate income. For example, on the 1CC, when you retail 1CC in South Africa and Namibia, you're looking at 1,500 rands as profit. You understand? That is just the buy, and sell. In Tanzania, profit is about 250,000 Tanzanian shillings. You see, this is someone's salary, guys. This is someone's salary, and you can do it per time. So if you retail 4 of these, you already made 1 million. If you do 4CC, 4 case credits, if you do 4CC, you have already made over 6,000. And then on top of that, if you recruit, Forever pays you 255,000 Tanzanian shillings or 1,600 before the boost bonus. Now you will get the boost bonus 5%. This becomes like a return or like a refund from Forever by you becoming a 4CC qualifier, meaning you can get your profits, but Forever will not give you the 5% boost bonus if you're not a 4CC qualifier. You understand? So just know you don't want to be leaving your business at 3.5 CCs. You don't want to be closing the month with 3.9 case credits. Always make sure that you're maximizing on the money that Forever pays by doing your 4CC by doing 4CC. Can I get to see people that are actually 4CC qualified, or people that are saying, you know what, I want to become a 4CC qualifier? Can you write 4CC? Can you write 4CC in the chat there? Write 4CC if you've always been a 4CC qualifier or you want to become a 4CC qualifier this month. So you see, it's very important if you want to level up, supervisor, if you want to level up to all this level that I've shared with you. Now, if you're new in the business, I'm going to ask you to make sure that you're maximizing on the Forever money by doing your second order. Because the first order, you bought the products at a 5% discount. Okay, 5% discount. And so for you to be able to make more money, you want to make more profit. Okay, you want to make more profit. Lindiwe, you want to make more profit. And the only way for you to make more profit is if you're going to buy the product at a 30% discount, at least as an assistant supervisor. So one, if you're not a full member or an assistant supervisor, make sure that you become an assistant supervisor, okay? Because you will not be able to get the 30% discount if you're not one. And then if you're already an assistant supervisor, make sure that you are doing your second order. Okay, you're doing your second order. And so second order gives you a guarantee of buying the product at a 30% discount, but also second order gives you more profits. That means per every 100 that you're spending, then you're getting 43 as profit. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, 43% retail profit is a lot of profit. You want to maximize on that. Now, if you have never done your second order and you're new in the business, can you write second order in the chat? Can you write second order in the chat? And I will tell you, do that immediately. Okay, immediately. So write second order. Let's see. Then you want to maximize on the product profit on the business. Then you need to know what is your niche. Okay, that when you join the business, you'll have your combo, let's say, but combo has almost everything. Okay, so Forever says, choose what you want to focus on. For example, for me, I've choose aloe vera. Sorry, I've choose Clean9. That's a weight loss program. So as you're building your business, get to understand what is that I sell most, okay? And then make sure that you're always having that in stock. That is very important. But just to give a highlight, these are the top 10 top selling products in Forever. And this regardless of the region, guys. These are the top selling products globally. The aloe vera gel. And then for the countries like South Africa, Namibia, and that I've got the Forever Aloe Minis, then Forever Aloe Minis, the aloe vera minis, the berry nectar minis, this sells a lot. And then we have got the tooth gels, okay? You might want to make sure that you have stock of all this. The Clean9, if you need to, obvious, not if you need, everybody wants to be able to, cleanse their bodies, to detox their bodies, wants to be able to lose weight. You need to use the Clean9. But even if you don't want to lose weight, but just do the C9 for you to be able to get to experience what will people that are going to use Clean9 buy Clean9 for me will be experiencing. You understand? So Clean9 is another fast selling product that I would love for you to start focusing on, or rather at least have a look into that. Agi Plus. Okay, Agi Plus is a protein called L-arginine that when you consume, it is actually helping your body into creating the gas called nitric oxide. Okay, when that gets into your bloodstream, then it dilates. Sorry, it splits, nitrogen and oxygen splits, and then that gives you your blood vessels, or rather your blood system, gives it more oxygen. For when that is happening, then it dilates your blood vessels, so it makes your blood vessels a bit wider, and that means it is actually enhancing on the blood flow of your body. You understand? So it's one of the products that really sells a lot. But even if you don't have any challenge when it comes to your blood vessels, blood flows, but we still need to get the Agi Plus for the energy, just making sure that we have got the nutrient that actually Agi Plus offers, okay? Multimarker sells a lot. I don't even have to say that. I'm sure by now you're a new person, but you already know about Multimarker. Deodorant and Arctic Sea. This is fish oil, guys. This Arctic Sea is fish oil. I gave it to one of my friends' dad who had paralyzed. Can pause a bit. Who was paralyzed, and then he got stroke, and then he paralyzed halfway. I gave the Arctic. It was my first product. I gave it to the dad, and within about a month, he started blinking fingers on the side that he had paralyzed. And I will tell you, that was incredible. For me, that said, you know what, Vero, this business actually works, this product actually works, and now keep on doing it. So you will need to use the products for you to be able to get to experience all these things, okay? Now, as you're building your business, okay? As you're building your business, make sure that you're balancing, okay? So you can be a good retailer, but make sure that when you're waking up in the morning, you're asking yourself, how can I be able to recruit people in the business? How can I be able to increase, you understand, my team? So make sure you're balancing your business. And I will tell you, where the energy goes, where the energy goes, or where the energy flows is where you're going to get the results. So some people are saying, you know what, I'm a very good retailer, but I don't know how I'm going to recruit. I'm failing to, and there are people that even feel like, you know what, maybe the business is not working for me because I'm failing to recruit. I will tell you, you will ask yourself how you can be able to recruit people and gain more skills. You will have more people join your business, okay? But you need to do both. You need to do both activities on retailing and the activities on recruiting, because that's how we can be able to maximize on the Forever marketing plan. Now, I'm just going to share this. you need to make sure that, as I said, you are having people joining your business. Now, you will start with people that you already know. Obviously, that is the easy thing for you to do, but you need to make that you are actually talking to people about the business, and you're increasing the number of people that are understanding the business opportunity through you. You understand? So first that you'll need to do is you need to write a list of people. Who do you know? Okay, who do you know? Who do you know? These are the people that are maybe your relatives, maybe your colleagues, maybe your dad, mom, people that you go to work with, people that like that. Who do you know? Okay, I need you to write a list of names of people that you actually know. Okay, and I know you can say, oh, my people are like this. We get to judge people, but don't judge people. This is going to be the easiest thing for you to be able to learn how the business works. You understand? So who do you know? Second is you contact and then you show them. You contact them. Like contacting meaning you are actually making an appointment with them. Okay, what is it that you want them to know? Not forever living. You're just making an appointment for you to be able to share with them what you know is working for you, what you are excited about. You understand? And then that is where you can show them. Show it can be like, you know what? We are meeting for a cup of coffee. I'm inviting for a Zoom meeting. Why do I say this is important? Is because when people join the business like you, they are new. What they do is they do something very wrong. They go on their phones. They don't even have a list. They don't even know who I'm going to call. They don't even plan on that. They don't even profile. Who should I talk to them about the business? Who should I talk them to about the products first? They go wild, which is amazing, which is okay. But you need to do it when you're doing it right. You understand? You need to do as you're doing it right. So someone will be like, you know what? Hi, you know what? I've started Forever Living Products. Forever is a company that started 47 years ago. It's an aloe vera company. They're selling aloe vera. Like, you're already giving all the information that is not even necessary to make someone want to join the business. And then someone feels like, I've spoken to everybody, but no one wants to join my business. So you see, when you go direct into showing or presenting before contacting, before meeting them, you understand? Before profiling them, you will be depleting your list of people, and you're not going to get results. You will not recruit anybody. You probably most likely will not sell. You understand? So what you want to do is you want to write a list of people first, profile them, and know what am I going to do with them. This one maybe it's going to be better when I want to show them the product. This one, let me start with the business opportunity already. They've already told me that they want extra income. But when you have already profiled your people, you need to contact them. Hi, my name is Veronica. Or if you know them, like, hi, how are you? You know what? I am very excited because I've started a business that I think can be good for you because I'm excited about it. And I'm looking for open-minded people. I also always use the personality way of inviting. Personality is who are they? You understand? I'm looking for open-minded people like you. And I thought, you have good goals. I'm not sure if it's for you or not, but why don't we be able to, catch up over a cup of coffee? Or maybe why can't I invite you for a Zoom meeting? Why can't I connect you to one of my business mentors and they can be able to explain to you how it works? So I'm sure by telling them that, or maybe why can't I send you a 19 minutes presentation and you're going to take a look? With that, everybody will say yes. And then they sit down now. You're going to show them, and then you're going to invite them for a business presentation. And then you're going to get a yes or a no. And I will tell you, you'll get a lot more no's. That is for sure. One of the challenges in this business is that people will say no. Okay? But let me tell you, you are looking at 1 to 3 yeses among 10 people. Is that a good number? It is, of course, a good number, because in Forever, one person joins your business, Forever pays about $100. Forever pays about 1,600 rands if someone says yes to the business, one person. So if you're going to recruit 3, that's already almost 4,000 rands. If you're going to recruit one person, Forever pays almost 1 million for 3 people. So why should you sit down and say people have said no? No, you're looking for no's, ladies and gentlemen. And I will tell you, that is one that was very disappointing for me. But when I came to realize that is how, and that is, people say no in everything, not just in Forever, guys. People just say no, because people have got different opinions. So once you have that mindset, and another mindset that I was borrowed is that you're not doing it for people. You're actually you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for them. So don't be like, I'm talking to people so that I can make money. No, you're talking to people so that you can help them make money. You're talking to someone about the business because because of Forever business, they'll be able to pay off school fees. You know, my post yesterday was about Katrina. Katrina started the business on her part-time business. She has been able to pay school fees for her kids. She has been able to, pay, like solve immediate things in her family, like buying a mom's phone, like just immediately. Now she's traveling to Phuket, with a partner. So imagine if someone did not share the opportunity with her. So when it's not about you, when it's about your person that you're sharing the opportunity, then it becomes powerful. And you won't even have to worry about how can I talk to people, because it is not about you guys. I was borrowed that thinking. I was borrowed that mindset, and it came to be actually one of the best mindset. And so we are 119 in this meeting. Let's go and do it right. Let's go and do what we need to do, guys. Let's share this opportunity with as many people as possible. And let me tell you, the speed of going through your who do you know list, the speed of talking to people matters, because it's all about numbers. You talk to more people, you have a bigger list. So I'll tell you, write a list of at least 200 people. You have a bigger list, you contact more people faster, you'll present to more people. The more you see, this is the funnel. The more it goes down, the more it narrows down. You understand? But we need to keep on filling the funnel, guys, okay? And it is very simple, guys. It is very, very, very simple, like easy, like 1, 2, 3. If you want to contact someone, as I said, write a list, okay? Ask if they're open to get information, and I'll say, create a story for yourself, okay? Create a story. Who are you? Why did you decide the business? Okay, no, who are you? Where do you work probably, or what do you do apart from Forever? And then how did you get to know about Forever Living? Just in a sentence. I was scrolling on social media. She's my relative, wara, And why did you decide to do Forever? Maybe there's something that you like or you don't like in your life. Maybe I'm working, but my job is not enough to pay me enough. I decided to look for an opportunity, like that. And then after starting Forever, what is that Forever has done? You don't need to exaggerate if you're new in the business, okay? You just need to say, I'm excited. And you can even share a few of your goals that you have not achieved yet, but Forever can be able to provide. So when you're inviting, write a list and then ask if they're open to get information. And I'm sure you've gotten a First Steps to Manage a book. If you don't have a First Steps to Manage a book, I'll say go to the nearest product center and buy that book. On page number 27 and number 28, because it's actually a global book, okay? Between page numbers 27 and number 28, you will see how to invite. But I have got a new YouTube channel, and I've got a training there that is saying scripts, a training where I've shared what to say exactly if you want to invite someone to take a look or invite people for events. So that training is actually there. So you can be able to know how you can invite people. Okay, just a bit of tips. When someone that you want to invite on your list is someone that is above you, I mean, maybe they're making more money, maybe they're traveling more, maybe there's a certain lifestyle that you don't have it yet, maybe they're older than you, the age is more than you, maybe they're more experienced, maybe you're a boss, you understand? We call these people chicken list. When it is someone that is above you in any way, then the way you invite them to take a look is not if I'm going to share an opportunity that can help you. No, they know that you need help more than them, so they won't listen. But how these people are going to be listening to you is if you're asking them for an opinion. You know what? I have started a business. If you're a boss, or maybe your uncle, you know what? I've started a business, and I know you're more experienced than me in business, and so I can I have a moment of your time for me to share with you what it is, and then I'm gonna ask for your opinion, for you to tell me what you think about it, and then how I can do that is I'm gonna invite my mentor to be able to come and share with you that opportunity for you to be able to assess it. Like you're asking for their opinion, and I will tell you, when you say that, everybody wants to feel good, everybody wants to feel or feel important, and they will say yes. Once they look at the opportunity, trust me, in Forever there's everything for everyone. Even if someone is traveling a lot, Forever you're traveling for free. So you tell them, why don't because Forever offers the training, the trips for free. Why, you can actually be able to invest your money and then get Forever to pay for you. So Forever is there for everyone, guys. Someone that is same level as you understand, maybe your colleague at work, maybe, your partner, maybe, then you can tell them, what, I have a business opportunity that I think we can partner. You can partner together, and I think it will be good. And there's quite a number of ways you can be able to invite, because probably this someone you already know them. I know you're looking for a better job, for a better school for your kids, and so I've got this opportunity that I think it has been good for me so far, and I'm seeing light in my goals, and I think it can also be good for you. That is, you're partnering. And then someone that is below you, obviously, I know that this business can help you. You understand? So you need to know how and who you are talking to, okay? And then connect. Don't be the tool. You understand? Don't be the person that is over the phone and telling people about Forever Living, as I said before. Use the tools. We have got the one-to-one presenter. We have got the presentation that you can have on your phone. When you're talking to someone, make sure that you have got something that you are showing them. Okay, remember we are talking about recruiting. We're talking about balancing your business, the retailing part. Okay, and then now this a bit of tips on recruiting for you to be able to start doing things right. You understand? And so you need to also use your upline, your sponsor on your first 5 meetings. If your sponsor is close to you, don't do them you alone. Make sure you're having your sponsor to do them for you. Even if they're far, you know what you can do? You can organize a Zoom meeting where you can invite someone that you're sitting with them directly with them, like you're sitting physically with them. Let's say your colleague, you're there at your job, and then you can create a link, or your sponsor can create a link, or your upline can create a link, and then they can do a Zoom by using your phone or your device, and then you can be listening on the Zoom the way you're listening to me right now when you're having your prospects with you. And it can even be a group meeting. I've been able to build business in different countries, and when we were starting, when we did not have leaders in those countries yet, this is what we used to do. This is what we used to do, okay? This is what we used to do. And so I will tell you, use your upline, use your sponsors. We have got a lot of business meetings. Like today, we are actually having a business meeting that started about a few minutes ago, I think, if it's already past 8, okay? But on Sunday, we always have the business presentation that you need to invite your people on Zoom. And yeah, I mean, what works in the business? In our team, we have got what we call productivity manual. So all these activities that you're going to do here, okay, the retail activities, the recruiting activities, I need you to have this productivity manual. I created this manual on my dining table, guys. And you know what came in my mind is that I have a team, and sometimes people don't know what to do. And so let me create a manual where I'm putting everything that someone needs and they need to know when they want to build a business. And this is the activity sheet where here, sorry, it's cut here just a bit, but here is who are you going to talk to that day? Okay, this is the list of people that you're going to talk to. Even if it's not going to be 10, but you need to touch your business every day. So you're going to write it here. Here is your new numbers that you have collected that day. This one is called customers that you have contacted today. This is team that you follow for people that already have people that have joined their business. This is people that you've already spoken them with here, and then they said they're going to join. Now you're following up on them, and these are the people that you've already presented to. Let's say you have invited them for a Zoom meeting, or maybe somebody have already sent them a business presentation via Zoom, or maybe you have sent them a video they have watched, or maybe you have done a one-to-one with them, or maybe you have invited them for a physical session and they actually went. So these, you are writing them there. I will tell you, this manual, we will be able to share this, or ask your sponsor to give you this sheet. You need to print at least 7 of them to 30 of them and give yourself a target of saying, I'm going to touch my business. This is like your to-do list a day. And I can assure you, leaders, if you're going to touch your business, you will not fail to do your 4CC. In fact, I'll give you the challenge of doing 4CC at least by the 17th. Give yourself that target. The maximum you can do your 4CC is on the 25th. Okay, now as you're building your business, just know that you will you will be rejected. There are people that will not join the business right away. You understand? You will need to learn how to follow up. And that is why we usually say, don't become a tool. You can also use your sponsors and your uplines, okay, to help you build your business, to help you close with your people. But there's a formula that I need you to know just in a brief, but there's also a training that I've done on that YouTube channel, Veronica Kundia YouTube channel. It is written how to follow up. I think how to effectively follow up or something. You'll see that training on follow up. And it is more detailed there. But when someone, you have presented the business opportunity, all the products to them, let's say someone you have presented, they're saying, you know what, I don't have time. You can use this formula. You know what, I understand how you feel. Maybe you're sharing now your experience. And I understand how you feel. Maybe you're also someone that is occupied. Maybe you're working. You understand? Maybe you're working. Sorry about that. Maybe you're working, okay, and you know that you don't have time. And so you tell your prospect, you know what, I understand how you feel. I'm also very occupied. I don't have time myself. And so I understand how you feel. I also felt the same way when someone introduced me to this business. And I thought, you know what? If I don't do something out of this situation, then I won't get out of this. And so I found out that with Forever, you're actually going to get the support, and you don't even have to do it full time. You can actually start it part time. So I found out that I've got about 1 hour to 2 hours in a day to do something extra, and then I decided to do it. And I think that's something you can actually do for yourself. You understand how that feels? It feels amazing. Rather than when someone tells you, I don't have time, I don't know how I can do it. And you're like, if you don't have time, then that's actually you need to do the business. That someone feels like, what do you think you know my life more than me? Or do you think, but when you say, I understand how you feel, that means you are exercising what we call empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in the shoes of prospect, putting yourself in the shoes of your customer, putting yourself in the shoes of your downlines. You understand? So every time someone comes to you and they are like giving you a certain energy that you don't like, or maybe they feel challenged, don't go and start, using that challenge against them and you start talking anything that you want to talk. No, one is make them feel that you understand them. Understand how you feel. I once felt the same way. And then I came to realize, I found out that, guys, this formula will always, even someone doesn't join the business right then, but it will help you keep your prospect. But this is also a formula that you can actually use into working with your team. I will tell you, if there's one that is very important in this business, is communication. Okay? When people feel understood, they will do more. You understand? And they will stay, not even do more, they will stay. So you don't want to be losing your prospects. You don't want to be losing your customers. You don't want to be losing your team just because you can't communicate with them well, guys. You understand what I mean? And maximizing on Forever, you need to use the products. I'll tell you, even if you have borrowed money to start the business, use the products, okay? Share the products with as many people as possible because we have got amazing products. Share the opportunity. The marketing plan and what Forever can do for people is actually a product on its own. That's why I said balance your business, okay? Share the opportunity and then be 4CC active and go for incentives that you've already shared with you. The car plan, the profit share, the ego manager, the global rally, the gem bonus, all those are the incentives. And Forever, the power of Forever is the power of love, guys. The love, the first love you can ever give is the love to yourself. This is what this is the founder, Rex Mwan. I had an opportunity to meet him quite a number of times when it comes to these global events. And always he'll say the power of Forever is power of love. But the most important thing, guys, is to know that I love myself enough to build my business. You need to love yourself enough to stay in the business, even if you are challenged, because everything else is challenging. Marriage is challenging. Parenting is challenging. Our jobs are challenging. Other business. That's why you decided to do the business when it comes to other ways of making money. Your job is not enough. So love yourself enough to learn this business. That is self-love, guys. But love yourself enough to build your business until you become an ego manager, ladies and gentlemen. Can you write ego manager? If there's a song I am singing in our team, is ego manager, guys. And last month, in April, we closed ego manager. We are one of the few teams that have actually closed with over 10 people that are ego manager. In our team, we were 11 ego managers. Will be flying to Phuket, 22 of us. And I will tell you, that makes me so proud of Team Unstoppable and what we are building together. This ego manager year that started last month, the goal is to have at least 30 ego managers, guys. That's the goal. That's the goal. And I will tell you, I am impressed because as I was looking at the numbers of people and tracking, we have got over 37 managers that they have the potential of being ego managers. And I will tell you, you can be new in the business right now and you can still become an ego manager. You can be an assistant supervisor. You have just joined the business. This incentive, if you love yourself enough, if you're going to put in the work, you need to commit and say, I'm going to become an ego manager. But you need to first choose to become an awesome FBO. These are the characters. As I said, use the products daily for you to succeed. You cannot sell with what you have not experienced. You need to check your system every single day. You need to know. I'm getting people and I must ask them, what's your business? What's your CC? They don't know their CCs. As an FBO, you will have a system called FAPL 360. We have got what we call the back office. You need to know exactly where your CCs are. You need to check your system and get to know who joined my team, who joined under who, for you to be able to follow up and grow on your business. And awesome FBO never misses events. We have got the success days that are coming up in South Africa and Tanzania. If you can be there, not if, you should be there. If you need to fly, if you need to go by road, if you need to, however that is going to be at these events. You know, we have got small events that we get to organize. Be where you are leaders of organized events, guys, because they will build you. And then an awesome FBO, they do personal development. They learn the business, guys. So congratulations for attending this meeting. But also don't stop. As you're attending it, make sure that your team is attending with you. Because you don't want to just grow yourself. You don't want to just develop yourself. You want your team to develop with you. But an awesome FBO, they never miss 4CC. So far, we have got quite a number of people that are doing 4CC, but we can do more. We can do better, guys. We can have double the number of people that are doing force, because that means people are making money, and you want to become that person that is actually making money. Okay, the support structure, you have your upline or your sponsor, you have got trainings that we always prepare for you. There are quite a number of YouTube channels. There's one that is mine, Veronica Kundia. There's Enos Salema, my sponsor, and your upline. And then we have got Forever UK. We have got Forever Living Products. You know, we have got, can someone write these ones? Those that have been in the business, you understand. We have got, Eric War for network marketers. We have got Jim Ron. Someone help me write these ones in the Nani, but YouTube channels, we have them. And then social media. Okay, we have got Forever social media pages that will help you. You can follow my page. I'm sure you'll be seeing stories, but also I do post stories in our group, you know, videos that we get to record. And also managers, if you get a story, post that in the group, and we can be able to get to motivate each other and use those ones to be able to share the opportunity to more people and encourage the success stories within our teams, you know, and other teams. You will get those ones. The Forever headquarters, okay? The Forever headquarters, we have got the Forever headquarters in Tanzania, and for this case, we have got like everywhere. I mean, if you're in South Africa, we have got one. You know, every country has got its own, and so you will get the support everywhere. And this is the YouTube channel that I was talking about. For example, you can see here, we had already done a new display orientation. There's quite a number of versions of that. You know, you can see the 19 minutes presentation. This one is the one that I need you to be able to send to as many people as possible, guys. You understand? This one is the one that is going to build your business. Okay. And so scripts, this is what you need to say, exactly what you need to say, word by word. Okay. So you can go there and start learning about your business. And yeah. Make sure you're downloading what we call FAPRIL 360. Write it down on the side. I'm probably going to share the link in the group, how you can be able to download your own FAPRIL 360. We have got quite a number of Forever websites, and you can also create your own website. And then we have got First Steps to Manager. Whatever I've shared with you, some of the things is actually in your First Steps to Manager. And then please be reading your company policy. It will give you the guide of what you need to do, the do's and don'ts, the marketing plan, how do you move up, the incentives, all of them are actually explained in the company policy. Always remember that, or actually remember that the goal is to create supervisors. And this month, guys, we are going to create at least 100 supervisors in June. And I hope and pray that you are going to be one of those, and you're going to put in the work for you to become a supervisor. I've shared quite a number of what you need to do, you know, and I hope that you've been, you know, getting and to note what you need to do. And I'm going to ask you to I'm going to give you this challenge. Can we give ourselves a challenge of talking to at least 20 people in the next 7 days? When I'm saying 20 people, I mean, remember I said you write a list and then you contact them. Okay? When you contact them, some of them will respond, some of them will not respond. When I'm saying 20 people, talk to 20 people, I mean people that are going to already watch the video, or they have attended a Zoom meeting all the way until the end, or you have met them personally. So these are people that you have presented to, not contacted, presented. You understand? That is what I'm asking. And you see, it can be as simple as sending them that 19 minutes presentation. Make sure that they've watched just 20 within 7 days. Can you write 20 if you're going to do that? Can you write 20 if you're going to do that? Can you write 20 if you're going to contact 20 people and present this opportunity to 20 people? Within the next 7 days? Can you write 20 in there? Now, by saying that, I'm actually at the end of the session, and I'm looking forward to working with you and looking forward to really getting you to supervisor by end of the month. Okay, by end of the month. If you're new in the business, let me tell you, you can become one. And always remember that you're unstoppable, and never forget your why. You're going to get challenged. You're going to get, you know, you're excited right now, but you're going to get challenged. But I will tell you, always remember your why. Always remember that. Why and how did it feel when you started the business, and hold into that. And always remember that you are unstoppable. And by saying that, I want to wish you great, great, great success as you're building your forever business. And never ever quit your business until you have seen what forever can actually do for you. And I pray that you're going to get to see the power of this business because you're going to work on your business. As Team Unstoppable, on behalf of Team Unstoppable Leadership, we are welcoming you in our team and we are looking forward to growing with you. All the best.